Hey, welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to look at how the template method pattern works in Ruby. My name is Caesar, and I've been using Ruby since 2008 to build all sorts of web applications, from small MVP-like apps to full-blown multi-million-dollar ones. In the beginning, I used to hate it because every time I would change something, I would break some other part of the app. And every time I wanted to add a new feature, guess what? I had to change a lot of code and eventually break something. And I got really frustrated about it, so I started to look into how to solve both of these problems. And I eventually discovered that the solution to problem number one, i.e. not break stuff when you change code, is to test it really well, using strong automated testing practices. But that's not as easy as it may sound. It took me years to fully master this process. And by the way, if you're interested in learning how to do that and not spend years discovering it all by yourself through trial and error, check out my book, Bulletproof Ruby on Rails Applications, which I've linked in the description below. Now back to problem number two, i.e. extending your app with new features without changing too much code, is to design it really well. And that's where today's pattern comes in. The template method pattern allows you to extract the parts of your code that stay the same into a base class and the parts that change into subclasses. This structure allows you to provide different variations of an algorithm by adding new subclasses and never having to touch the base class or existing subclasses. The way it works is by providing a high-level public method in the base class which calls other private methods, some of which must be overwritten in the subclasses. Now let's look at an example. In this example, we see a report class which provides three different ways to format a piece of data. Depending on what format we provide, it executes a different branch of the case statement. We can see this by changing the formatter from nil, which is the default, and formats the data as text. If we provide HTML for the value of the formatter, we'll get the HTML branch and HTML in the output. If we provide JSON for the value of the formatter, we'll get the JSON branch and JSON in the output. This structure makes it hard to extend the class with more formatting options because every time we want to add a new formatter, we have to open the class and change it. And every time you change a piece of code, you risk introducing a new bug. Fortunately, we can use the template pattern to refactor this code into a base class, which will expose a public call method. And inside of the call method, we can split the formatters into private methods that can be overridden by subclasses. In this example, there is not much code that stays the same, except for maybe the year method. So here's how the new report class might look like. As you can see, we have the template method, which calls the private method, and we also have the one that doesn't change right here in the base class. Now, for our text formatter implementation, all we have to do is to override the format method. And we can do that like this, by splitting it into multiple private methods for convenience. Now, if we were to call this class's public method, we'd get the data formatted as text. For the HTML formatter, we can do the same as we did with the text formatter. The only difference here is that instead of text formatting, we are using HTML code. And again, if we call this public method, we'll get the data in HTML format. And lastly, for our JSON formatter, we do exactly the same thing, but instead of HTML, we use JSON. Calling its public method will give us the data in JSON format. So there you have it, that is the template method pattern in Ruby. Another related pattern is the factory method pattern, which I've linked in the description if you want to check that out as well. You could also check out my Ruby Design Patterns playlist, which is also linked in the description. I hope that helped you understand how the template method pattern works. Bye!